Welcome to Nerds of the Round Table, where our superpower is aim. Shoutouts to Yum Yalak because his favorite Avenger is Hawkeye. I am Snails, my IG is Snails Marvel, and I am here with King Tut.
Yo, step into the tomb because it's King Tut stepping on your grave. Yeah, because it's getting real dirty in this mother. Yeah, you can bleep that. It's okay. But we get into the real important shots, the scopes, the snipers, and the falls of Hawkeye. And we got some newbies joining the podcast with us today. We got Gilly the Cat.
Yo, it's your boy Gilly the Cat, the one and only.
And we got Skaginator.
Hey, what's going on?
Let's get into Hawkeye episode 2. It opens up at the end of episode 1, obviously, where she got attacked or whatever. And we roll in, and they are running to her apartment. And do you guys remember, because I can't remember, how they found her apartment? These tracksuit guys.
They were just like following her. It was like basically like the same thing like Hawkeye did. Like they just kind of like tracked her movements from when she went to like Armand's and then went back to her place, and then they knew her name because she makes a reference when she's chatting with Clint, because he's like trying to like make sure like what'd you do, like tell me everything.
Oh,
and then
that's right.
She was like, oh yeah, like my name's on the buzzer, like her name's like down at like the front door. So that's like how they figured out like specifically who she.
Big mistake.
Rookie mistake.
Yeah.
She ain't no Avenger yet. And then we see the whole like Clint breaking the glass, throwing the Molotov back at him. Kate grabs her bow, shoots the Molotov, then shoots the fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher somehow ricochets off all kinds of shit, hits the bullseye, and then somehow ends up in the street, messes them dudes up, and then they run away and they escape to her auntie's house. And then this is where Clint realizes that the firefighter back at the scene took his Ronin costume.
That apartment scene, we also find out Clint is allergic to cats.
We did find that out. I totally forgot about that. Thank you.
Is there a cat in here? There was one. And then the Molotov scene also goes back to show Clint's inhuman-like accuracy.
Yeah, for real.
Any projectile is what his comic.
His superpower is aim.
Power is.
His
yeah,
superpower
exactly.
is aim.
Superpower is aim.
Just like Bullseye. All right.
AKA Colin Farrell.
AKA Colin Farrell.
I can see the forehead now.
Slow clap.
All right, did y'all know that Grills was a dude in the comics? New Rockstars also pointed that out. Grills was a dude in the comics who was his neighbor who grilled, pretty much. That's why his name was Grills.
So Grills used to run the apartment building that Hawkeye lived in.
Yeah.
And that's how their beef started, because he tried to kick him out one day. And yeah, that was basically it.
Okay.
And then he joined the Tracksuit Mafia to try to go after him with, more force, and that didn't work out.
But how funny is it that, Grills is part of the LARP and he's part of the fire department, and they go to the apartment that's supposed to be Hawkeye's, because it is in the comics, but it's Kate's in this.
And there's also a leaked image from that LARP scene of somebody wearing a comic accurate Hawkeye skit or Hawkeye outfit.
Oh, really?
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Can we not see?
I didn't.
Can you see it?
I didn't see that,
show?
but
Or no? That would be funny though.
unless it was like in the background or something. But like I didn't catch that.
No, they took it out of the scene.
Okay.
I will say though, like that whole like LARPing sequence, like that might be my favorite thing so far. Like it's definitely like top 2 of like just like scenes or just like events like through the first 3 episodes. Like I just thought it was so perfect. Like making Clint just like go through like another thing that he's like, I just want to like go talk to that dude right there, and she's like, nah, like you gotta go through like literally every single registration thing, and then like actually like forcing him to do like a duel when he could easily just kick the shit out of anybody here. And like just force him to go through that and just kind of like, I don't know, it just kind of grounded it, like, you know, it was just like a fun moment too.
I just sent the picture to the general chat in here. It's on the Hawkeye Disney Plus Marvel Studios featurette if you want to go check it out on Disney Plus. New episode on Wednesday.
How do you guys think about? So Kate asked how like how he went deaf, and I think it's very like cool how they grounded Hawkeye so much. Yeah, and did that little montage and made him like this is what happens when you're a normal dude on the Avengers squad. Like you go deaf.
This is what happens when you bleed.
It also just it kind of like forces you to think about it, you know, in terms of like all these like superhuman fights where it's like you kind of think about yourself when you're watching the movie. It's like, oh, like, you know, he fell from that, like Hawkeye should have like 4 broken ribs, like he should basically be dead at this moment, you know, where it's like it kind of brings that full circle where it's like, oh yeah, like he is going through some stuff, like, you know, there are some repercussions, and like, you know, you saw it in like some teaser trailers where he's just like covering himself in like ice. You know, it's like, yeah, he does have to go through some stuff. Like, he doesn't just bounce back like the rest of these people. So yeah,
he's not like in the
does a good
Fast
job.
and Furious franchise where they just come out unscathed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Not even a scratch.
So I appreciate how they did it because it shows the longevity of Hawkeye because he's been here since the start. Shows the work that he's put in, and shows that not everybody can, you know, walk away like Captain America or just retire basically what he did. Or, you know, unfortunately, RIP to Tony Stark. But one thing about it that irks me is that it feels like them doing this means that they're going to completely kill off the character. And for him to be leader of the West Coast Avengers, I still want him to be able to be the leader of the West Coast Avengers, not a Professor X or whatchamacallit from Batman, Oracle. I don't want it to be that kind of character. I want him
you want him to like still like be like in action. You don't want him just like sit back and like oversee and stuff. But I mean, like he kind of does that still though, like throughout the, like even in like the first Avengers movie when he was like up in his perch, he was like, you know, I see better from afar. So like they could easily transition him into that like just like overseer role. But like I get what you mean.
Jeremy Renner himself has come out and said that I would love to lead my own group.
Yeah,
as a leader.
And he said West Coast Avengers.
Exactly. So the way he lost his hearing in the comics is he deafened himself on purpose because he was going against somebody who had like subsonic powers and that was trying to just deafen him in general. So he deafened himself to just, you know, counteract, catch him off guard, get a shot in there, and then later on brought his hearing back, and it was fully fine and worked just fine. So like
could do that.
I'm hoping. Yeah, well, I do hope that they bring his hearing back, but for them to just show that it's over longevity, kind of means that it's just like a permanent damage. It's not more of like temporary assessment or a temporary piercing, you know.
I mean, but you gotta remember, he's gone through a lot of explosions over time. And once again, he's human.
Nah, he's not.
Now, we pick up back at the house. Swordman seems extra sus. We're fencing, and Swordsman is just like holding back. I just thought that was a great. I thought Kate baiting him on and egging him on was like a great way to like show his skills and show his
force his hand a little bit.
Force his hand, that's
uncover what she knows is underneath that ugly mask.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it kind of just builds on like the suspicion that like you have basically since like episode 1 where like he just, you know, something seems off about him, and then like this kind of just adds to it where it's like, okay, like yeah, you saw like the whole like auction scene where it's like, okay, like there's like a different part of him that like you may or may not know about, but like now this confirms it and just like builds on it where it's like, okay, like now there's more stuff that like he's holding back, like what is going on.
Yeah, who is this guy and why is he so good with the sword?
Yeah, whose man's is this?
Especially since her mom didn't really expect him to stop that last
Yeah,
strike
like
to
she
the
was like
face.
genuinely concerned, like you were about to take his head off, like.
Exactly. So he's hiding stuff from
Yeah,
her as well.
exactly.
It seems like so.
Because remember, she didn't even know that they were
Have
together
a-
until she went in there.
Hmm.
I also have this theory that she's Madame Mask. So if that's true, there might be a little fight over power between them.
Yeah.
If she is Madame Mask, and if she, okay, hold up. So what are your? Do you guys think that Eleanor knows that he's like good with swords and shit, or do you think that she's
No.
playing along to try and like get Kate to like chill?
No, she
I
seemed
think
genuinely
she's
surprised.
clueless.
I don't
Okay,
know,
okay.
man.
I think
I feel like
that
she's so sus, man.
she's completely aware of all the shady stuff that he's into,
Right.
but that he doesn't know that they are that he has all this knowledge of self-training in the swords, that he's the swordsman, you know. Otherwise I feel like she would have kept that same cool, that same calm collective the same way she did the whole time they were fighting. But that 1 second he looked away and she took this strike, she freaked out.
Yeah, like she was.
And somebody knowing someone's sword skills like that,
you would sit there and be like, he's gonna block this. Like,
I don't know, but she's head of a security company, so she's like, she's got to be able to do her homework though.
Even more worry for her, even more reason for her to be less worried. Because if she's done her homework on him, she knows how safe he can be. So if she's even slightly worried, that means that she doesn't know everything.
I have a
But see,
strange
that's my
feeling.
thing, like, I feel like she just knows.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have a strange
I feel
feeling
like
she's
she
got
could
to
just
know.
be playing it up. You know what I mean? I feel like she could be just trying to throw
She's playing
Kate
both.
off of
Playing both of
whatever
them.
she's trying or whatever she's currently in. You know what I mean? And trying to like
be.
make it so like Kate doesn't find out because she's just her daughter. You know, like I don't know.
No, that's that privileged part of her coming out where she's kind of oblivious to that.
Swordsman also hands Kate a butterscotch, which she saw in Armand's apartment when he died.
I had mixed feelings about this. So like when I originally was watching it, I was like, this dude's a bad dude. Like, connecting the dots there. Like this guy's a bad guy. Killed Armand. Like the whole thing. Like just putting all the pieces in place. But like when I thought about it more, I was like, man, is it just that obvious that like it's not gonna be that? Like they're literally
exactly.
just like dangling this in front of me because like it's so obvious with like the butterscotch connection that like he's actually like not the one that killed Armand. Like he's actually not gonna be a bad guy. Like he's gonna be a good guy. Like are they just gonna like 180 this? Because like it's so obvious with like the butterscotch like scene.
I don't know. I think she almost dry snitched on herself. Because when he sat down to 80, he's like,
Yeah, it's like, wait, what do you know?
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Like, if it's that obvious, then we gotta look at Eleanor. You just gotta like be like, okay, so you are pretty sus still in this whole situation because like, and also if she like, how did she react when she saw him like eat the butterscotch? Was she just like kind of worried or like I can't even remember.
I don't think Eleanor had any like reaction. I don't think that they even like really like showed her that much because like I don't know if she would really know about the butterscotches, but like Kate like distinctly saw the bowl with like the emblems on them like when she was in the Ronin suit and like
you're saying
Kate was
Kate?
obviously
Oh my bad.
like Kate obviously had like a very like strong reaction.
Okay.
Well, I'm wondering if maybe because she stared at the butterscotch bowl so long, maybe Armand was still there, lurking in the shadows, just like he is at the end of episode 3.
Oh yeah.
He saw her see the body, and he's kind of like showing her the butterscotch, like, I know you were there.
oh, some
Maybe.
calling card type shit.
Could be.
Yeah.
Or like it like if he is a bad guy, like he could be kind of like testing Kate. Like if he did like see her there or like saw like Ronan there, like like testing her kind of like to spark that reaction to kind of like get more
To
insight.
see if she would.
Yeah.
So we see all these crazy apps on Kate's phone. that is for Bishop security, and she could just basically like follow anybody. So this is how she finds Clint. Clint does the little catch and release. Also, by the way, I heard like a little theory that was like, Laura Barton could have been like an ex-SHIELD agent type of deal, and that's why she's so much in on like all of Clint's ways he operates and stuff, and like the people he worked. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in the comics, you know, Clint was married to Mockingbird, but Mockingbird isn't in here yet. So it's like, yeah, it could be that like I could see like her being an ex-SHIELD agent and this is why
that's
she
her
knows,
witness
like,
protection name.
Right.
And he's like, he's gotten so
I didn't
used
even
to
think of that. That would be dope.
Yeah, it's Bobby Morris.
She's
That's
definitely one of the most trustworthy agents or trustworthy people that SHIELD knows, because she's the only one that is, you know, a family member of any of them.
Yeah.
That is allowed to have a family and live a life that's
normal.
Not necessarily secretive, but it's pretty
remote.
Pretty normal. Remote, yeah.
I was gonna say, even if she wasn't an agent, like they had that whole like the Barton's house like being like a safe house thing. I think what was that, like Avengers 2 or something?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I imagine during that time where he like wasn't on missions and stuff, like he probably talked to her a bunch and like had to like tell her this stuff, because like having that like secret life like would be really difficult. Slash, like it's not like Hawkeye like conceals his identity. He just like walks around, like he doesn't have like a mask on or anything. So like you couldn't
he
really
doesn't
be like,
care
no,
about
I'm
the whole.
yeah,
the
you wouldn't
whole
be like, oh,
concealment.
I'm not Hawkeye. It's like I can look at your face, like I know you're Hawkeye. So like you couldn't really have that like separation of like secret identity. So like she probably was in on like all the missions he was doing and like, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think also it also shows how much they trust her with when they went back there. I think it was Infinity War, and
Wait,
and
back where?
To the farm.
back to the farm, to their house. It was like when they were just like, I think I have a place we can go. They were all on the run, and Nick Fury is on the run also. And for Nick Fury to go somewhere that he trusts everything around says something about the security of the place. Because he had to fake a Skrull on planet Earth to be in a spaceship.
He really did.
That's his security right now compared to a farmhouse on
The deep
Earth.
fakes.
You know, so that says a lot for sure.
Yeah, I just think it's so cool how she's so involved in his life. It could be like, oh, them idiots, yeah, just like kind of like no, yeah, for real. So Kate messes up Clint's escape, and they both get captured. And this is where they intro Maya Lopez, aka Echo, with the red light. You know, reminding us of Daredevil, you know, because Echo's a Daredevil character before anything. And that is our cliffhanger we leave on. What are your thoughts overall about Hawkeye so far, real quick?
Leave it in the comments right below. Let us know what you think.
Let us know what you think.
Like, subscribe.
We want to know.
Hit the bell.
We gotta know.
We want to know. We want to know.
We need to know.
I need it.
Peace, love, and chick grease.
Peace out!
Yeet.